Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the Disastrous Life of Saiki K Season 2 episode number 13. Only one episode today because I'll be a little bit busy after this, so I don't have enough time to record another episode. So yeah, one episode only. From next week onwards it'll be two episodes again. So okay, the previous episode, quite a few things happened. The first thing that happened is Teruhashi met Kusuke, and oh boy, it was something, like Kusuke just in front of her face just told him like, "Ah, you are not well good enough for Saiki," and oh boy, it pissed her off so much that she actually it was the first time seeing Kusuke get defeated like that. Like all Teruhashi fans started kind of went towards him to attack him or something. And he had to run away. That was funny. And yeah, that was great. And there was like a few other things that happened. For example, Imu in the next episode, Imu realized that he actually doesn't like Saiki, but actually likes Teruhashi. And she was mistaken up until that time. She mistook her feelings, and and obviously since Saiki, the whole thing with Mikoto that he did to to make Teruhashi and Rifuta fight and all that, it kind of backfired because she's like now trying to stop Saiki from from coming close to what's her name, Teruhashi. But for Saiki this is good because he tried to kind of manipulate that situation into like actually making Teruhashi get together with someone else, but later on realized in the mixer, that whole thing that happened, that he's kind of manipulating Teruhashi. It's like that all the other people by telling them Teruhashi is like in their head he was kind of telepathically telling them what Teruhashi likes and all that, so that Teruhashi can connect better. And and also Teruhashi was when the people and the everyone who was in the mixer, she was connecting better with them. And later on when Teruhashi said that, oh, remember Saiki, even during that situation, Saiki realized that, yeah, what am I doing? I'm just manipulating at this point people. So he takes them home, all of them. So that was interesting. And oh, and there was also another thing, which was Nendo got like a nice haircut, and he became popular for a moment. Unfortunately, his normal mannerisms of just putting his finger in his mouth and and his nose and all that, yeah, it was short-lived, a short-lived popularity, but it was popularity, however. And yeah, everything is back to normal again. So yeah, that was those two episodes. Let's see what happens in this episode. This is episode number 13. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. New opening. Okay. All right. Yo, wait, who's that? Who's this? A new character. Okay. Hey. Kusuke. Whoa, what is that? Is that a dragon? Wow. Oh my god, Nintendo's dead. Alright, a few new characters we can see. Oh damn. Alright. Hey, it's like it's spinning. Wow, there's so many characters in this show. I'm realizing. Chisato Mira's reunion. Alright. What reunion? Oh my god, she was just waiting. Yeah. Home. Oh, it's Mira. All right. Well. Last month. Oh my God! Stop. Well, obviously you'll be fired. What? Oh my God! Yo. Oh. What? Okay. Yeah. Nah, she needs money. Yeah. Wait, where's the sauce? Oh yeah, there you go. Oh no. Makes sense. Yeah. Oh, he's. Oh my God. Yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, nice. Oh wow. Snow and grass. Oh yeah. Her dad. Okay, true. Yeah. Oh great. Well, yeah. Mm. No, sit next to me. Oh yeah, he can do that. I don't think so. Like I feel like she would have still did the job. Yeah, that's true. Hmm. Well, I'm not a good person. Oh boy, who is this? Wait, is he here or something? Oh my god. Is he here? Oh my god. That's him who met with. Oh my god. Okay, so okay, this is a reunion. That okay, interesting. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's true. How did he know? Like what? Oh, maybe the uniform. Yeah, the uniform. Well, you just described her. Um. Okay. Oh, he was rich. Okay. He just leaves. Wait, what? Oh my god. Ah. Wow. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, sometimes, you know. Oh, but she is. Oh, what? What? That's an interesting way to see the future. Wait, is he like. No, 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 no. I feel like something's going on. Why did he. Wait, what? Wait. So this. What the hell is going on? So the actual dad is also here. Okay, so. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh my god. No, Yeah, what did Saiki do, I wonder? I don't know. So is. So is the death looming over him go away? Ah. Ok- Okay. Abnormality with silence cyborg. Hi, Sai. Ah. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. What happened? Okay. Ah. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay, what happened? Oh no. Yes. Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, I finished my draft. Okay. Hopefully. Science text. True, you know. Oh, this is the mangaka. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. All right. Let's see. Okay. But then. Oh my god. All right, nah, 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 nah. Yeah, but oh boy, no, no. Okay, he's just giving him wrong ideas. Oh boy. Yes. Well, next week. Nah, it's not. Okay, what's going to Psychic's going to do? Let's see. Okay, come on. Say like, oh, do whatever you want. Just like you. Okay, there you go. It's better. 'Hopefully'. Well, didn't you just? Oh my god. Yeah, what's going on? So he didn't even realize by the end. Okay. Wha- 4 a.m. I don't. Yeah, I don't think. I think there will be people. Let's see. It'll be packed, I feel like. Yep. There you go. It'll be like, I came from 1 week earlier. I've been sitting here. Okay. There you go. Look at them. Okay. What? Who's that? Second's like, this is proper. Oh, okay. Oh no, what is there like a trap or something? What? Yeah, there's nothing. What? Hey, what are you doing? Marking Masura. Well, it obviously. Yeah, where? Okay. Well. My room has a better. Well, whatever makes you happy, I guess. Oh no, they get reminded of the cherry blossom. Sakura's. Oh, Teruhashi's here. Okay, I think actually she'll probably be able to help. Everyone will just move. Wow. There you go. Everyone's going to move away from there. Everyone's just going to. Okay, here we go. All right, just wait a bit. Everyone's just going to move. There you go. Training. Oh. Wait, you just took a dump there. Like what? Oh, he was going to. He didn't. Never mind. Oh my god. Preface to the final episode. I'm not sure what this means. This is not supposed to be the final episode, but yeah. Is there like a earthquake or something? What happened? Oh. Wait, what? What? Exercise. Okay. Ah, that's what he's doing. Damn. Now what? Okay. Oh, nice. That was easy. That's he was what he was preparing himself for. I was wondering why was he saying that this might be difficult for me. Nice. Yes. The perfect training arc or whatever. Oh, damn. Yeah. Hopefully there's no bugs this time. Nice. Oh, he's taking it out. Oh my god. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, oh my god. Yeah. Like, wait, 4 times? Wait, so this has been happening from season one? Wait, so no, no, no. Just so they're getting older, but wait. Okay. Oh, so no, wait. Then why is he 4 years ago? Oh, oh. No, no. He's reverting back time. Wait. Wait, just I need to come back here and realize what he's doing. So wait, is he what? Wait, is that the end? Okay, yeah. Just a minute. So he's restoring the earth so that the mountain doesn't erupt, but the people are growing old. I need to come back here. I need to read this part. Wait, what is this ending? Wow. Oh my god, it's his brother. Wow. Oh my god. Oh damn, is that wow. Damn, Saiki like just okay, that's it. Alright, wait a minute. I will go back to that part again. What happened? So he is he like just a sec. He says in exactly 2 minutes from now this mountain will erupt. This is the source of all the recent earthquakes, but mankind won't know this until after the eruption. Okay. The record breaking eruption in Japan will drastically change the country. Um the eruption will spur the end of Japan. Oh, that's what I saw in my dream 4 years ago. My dreams predict what will happen in reality. If I do nothing, this will be reality. My opponent is the biggest volcano. Okay. The only thing I can do now is to do what I did 4 years ago. It's about time. Yes, I'm trying to hold back the eruption. My powers grow every day. I couldn't stop it 4 years ago, but this time, okay, it's not good. I can't stop it. I'll get burned if I keep this up. This year's another failure. I'm using my restoration. So he uses this restoration on the earth. Okay, I've reverted the world to how it was 1 year ago. So yeah, for the 4 years he's been doing this, reverting earth back for 1 year. So that's why they never like move from class 2. Okay, this I understand. What about the next part? What about the people? Are they also reverting back in age? I think he talks about that here. Let me read this part again. I could have turned it back even further as I am now. But that would only cause major problems. My restoration power turns back every living being on earth as well. Okay. So doing that would cause mass panic. That's why I had to resort to mind control. Wait, what? So he's also restoring the people's ages as well. Like all the people are also reverting back. And he's using mind control so that they don't panic. Because obviously, if you restore someone's body a year previously, their memory will still be the same. So to stop people from panicking is like like a little toddler, as we saw when the little child was like in the baby cram or whatever you call it. But after 1 year he's probably gotten enough like bigger, and he can like like walk around and everything. So like especially for young children, the whole effect will be more prominent, because like I said, like now he can probably just walk around little by little, 1 year old or something, that little kid. So if you revert back that time, he'll go back to being a toddler, like a little kid who can't do anything on his own. So obviously that will be like people will realize that, like if you're like a lot older, for example, like how much, like 30 or 35 years old, 1 year decrease of age, you won't properly understand that much, like you'll be barely affected by it. But people who are like extremely young, they'll realize what's going on, and that will cause mass panic. Obviously the child's mother will be like, what the hell, you were yesterday, you were like able to walk around, now you're back to like being a baby again, like what's going on? So to stop that, he's also using mind control. and that is the reason why no one's like realizing, like like there's no panic going on, because they're continuing, like their life, like what do you call it, they're in class 2, and they're continuing to be in class 2. Even the school teachers and the school authorities don't realize that, oh, 1 year has passed on. So they're continuing that for 4 years. Saiki has been, yeah, Saiki has been continuing to be in class 2. And each year, like a new transfer student is coming in. Like obviously, like like he's reverting back time, not time, but the restoring, like back people 1 year ago. That wouldn't mean that the people will choose the same choices over and over again, like maybe in the like I think in the previous season we saw Reita come in. So he definitely reverted back time before that, restored back the earth and brainwashed everyone. And maybe, like like Reita was not supposed to come here, but maybe he made a choice, with some kind of a choice, like butterfly effect, and then it kind of made him think that, oh, I should transfer to this school, and that's why he came here. Similar to Mikoto as well, I'm guessing something like that happened. Like previous year Mikoto did not come, Reita only came. So there must have been something, some kind of choice she took that did not make her come to this school. Like as we know, like what she wants to, why she came to this school is because she's divined that Saiki, or like someone here is who's like her soulmate. He has a lot of aura and a lot of spiritual power. So maybe the previous year she did not divine that, she did not know that, that's why she never came to school. But maybe some kind of, like because of some kind of a butterfly effect or something, this time she actually divined that, and after realizing that, she came to the school. And so like a new transfer student came in, like that's what's happening. He's just restoring the time back. Not necessarily all the people are choosing the same thing to do. Like you might have a change in mind or something. Like it's kind of like something like that, I'm guessing. So okay, I think that's what's going on here. Wow, that's so interesting. Like I never, damn. So okay, and also another thing he's doing is actually practicing to increase his power, so that he, like every year he's practicing and he's trying to stop the earth, like the volcano from erupting, and he's failing most of the time. And like every year, after realizing that he won't be able to do it, he's reverting back time, and again, like he's kind of training and increasing his power again. So okay, because one thing that I'm kind of thinking about, what about Saiki? Like is his body also reverting back? Like he said, it's every people on earth, their body is being restored back to 1 year, and he's brainwashing them. Obviously he doesn't need to brainwash himself because he knows what he's doing. But what about his body? Is his body also reverting back to 1 year ago? Because if that's not the case, then he's the only one who's growing old, and everyone else is just going back in time and just, yeah. I think his body is also probably going back, and he's keeping the experience and the all that. That's probably the reason why. Even though his body is reverting back, he's still gaining power every year. And like who knows how many more times will it take for him to gain enough power to actually stop the volcano from erupting, saving Japan, and then he'll probably move on to third year. Okay, all right, so that's what's going on. Wow. All right, okay, we begin this episode with, so Mera, Mera's dad, and the whole thing with Mera happens where at first we get to see that Mera is like like in a, oh, at first we see Mikoto kind of ambushing Saiki, and then they go to like the maid cafe. So here okay, so here Mera is doing part-time, and Mera is like bringing them food and everything, and she says that, oh no, wait, just a sec. Oh, sorry, I was saying something. Mera comes, and Mera approaches us, and Mera says that, oh, will you please come, because I have to get like more customers, otherwise I'll be fired and all that. And the reason behind it is that he just ate the food that was supposed to be for a customer. Like obviously, like, anyone is going to fire you if you do that. So now, why she's doing all of this is because she's trying to save money for going to Puerto Rico. Because she divined that her dad is over there, and that's why she's like doing all of this, like part-time job, so many at the same time and all that. And yeah, so she brings them the food. And she was just like like just looking at the food, and then in the food she wrote with the ketchup. Usually what right is like, oh, like some kind of a nice message or something, like with a heart sign or something like that. But she wrote like give me a bite. Now obviously, like for Mikoto, he can easily be like, yeah, take a bite, you're my friend. But like the owner won't be happy about that, you know. So she's like, okay, so what should we do? Like she's like, okay, so I'm gonna buy another one, and it will be my treat for you, like like you can eat it. And obviously she's extremely happy. She's like, oh, I've been eating snow grass, but this time finally some food. And yeah. Okay, so here she brings up the whole thing of trying to find her dad, and she brings out her savings, which is like 570 yen or something. No way it's possible that she'll be able to go to Puerto Rico with that like amount of like that speed of like, I wonder, like, this is crazy. She does like 12 part-time jobs, and that's the amount of money she's been able to save. Like obviously I realize that she probably has to pay for, I don't know, like maybe like the house rent or something like that. Maybe the school fees, all those stuff she has to pay on her own. But I feel like 12 part-time jobs is kind of crazy, and it is going to bring in a lot of money. I'm not sure how much they pay in these type of part-time jobs, but 12 of them, that's crazy. So like I feel like 12 part-time jobs sometimes, like it might actually bring more money than actually doing like a full-time job. Like 12 part-time job, realize, like this is crazy. So that kind of shows that maybe she has a huge appetite. She's probably like eating and like just spending all the money on that, most of it. But yeah, like her saving journey is nowhere near going going abroad. So okay, now here like like a thing, like here like a situation pops up where both Saiki and Mikoto have like a disagreement. Now obviously we have always seen Saiki being like the person who's like a lot more like passive, is that the word, passive, yeah. He doesn't directly interfere into stuff and try to do something bad good, like he's usually neutral. If something bad happens, he tries to help out. That's basically Saiki. But obviously Mikoto has like some like a different way of seeing things. She's like, if I can help someone, why shouldn't I help? Now interesting, like thing that Saiki brings up here, that you shouldn't have started this. You see what you're doing. You told her about her dad, and that's why she's doing all of these like like part-time jobs, and like just like trying to save so much money, and she's wearing herself down. So she's going through this amount of pain because what you said. So you shouldn't have done that. If you're not able to take like, what can I say, take a responsibility of a situation up till the end, you shouldn't have started that. Like this is an interesting, and like like, and I have to say this is quite a sensible advice. Like, don't put your hands in something if you're not able to go through it up until the end. Basically that. Like Mikoto started the whole thing of like, oh, your dad, he's in Puerto Rico, which triggered this whole thing. And now Mira's trying to save enough money to go there. Now obviously we don't know what type of a person her dad is, if he's even like if he's even, after meeting Mira, if he's even going to, I don't know, like accept her, or like, will he even recognize her? Why has he still not come up until now in Japan? What's he doing there? Like, does he have any kind of intention of like getting together back as a family with Mera? All these questions comes up, so you don't know what's happening there. You triggered like a whole thing, and Mera's now like just breaking her back trying to save all this money for that. And she, maybe someday she'll be able to go to Puerto Rico. Then what? Will her dad accept her? All these questions. So Mikoto's not doing anything. She just triggered the whole thing, and now Mera's doing all of this on his own. So that's what Saiki is saying. Like, if you're not able to take responsibility up until the end, don't start anything. Kind of similar to how, how, I'm taking an example that if you're not able to take responsibility of, like, for example, let's take pets. Like, if you should adopt a pet only if you're able and you know that you're capable enough to take care of the pet. If you yourself know that you're not able to do that, you should never adopt a pet. Like, obviously, if you adopt a pet, it's going to help them out a lot. Like, you're adopting them, usually the pet is getting a new family and all that. That's good, but that's good unless and until you are able to provide enough, what can I say, care for the pet in the future as well. You adopt the pet and then you just leave it alone, don't take care of the pet. That's irresponsible. Like, if you do something, if you start something, commit to it up until the end. Like, that's basically what Saiki is trying to tell here. And he says, like, you have no power to do something from this point onwards, so why do you start it? And I agree. I agree with Saiki on this. Like, if you're not able to see it, you can just do something up until the end. You shouldn't have started it in the first place. But at the same time, I can understand Mikoto's point of view as well. As she says, if I'm able to help someone, why shouldn't I? I told her where her dad might be. Now, from this point onwards, it's her decision what she wants to do. I have the way and process of helping her out, and like, she wants to know where her dad is. She asked me about that, and I know I can do it. What should I do? Should I have lied and said, like, no, I cannot, help you out? Well, that's what I should have done. For Mikoto, she thinks that is not something that I should do, because I have the way to help someone. I should do it. And like, it's interesting because I kind of agree with both Saiki and Mikoto's point of views at the same time here, while both of them are contradictory. Like, I can understand what Mikoto tried to do here. Obviously, she has a way of helping someone, so she did that. Now, she won't be able to take responsibility from everything from that point onwards, but when you get the power to help someone, you should do that. But what Saiki is telling it now, if you have the power to help someone but don't have the responsibility, like, enough power to keep that going and commit till the end, you shouldn't do it. Like, it's so weird. I agree with both of them. However, both of their point of views are extremely contradictory. Like, I don't know what, but still, I kind of agree with both of them at some points. But anyways, like, so Mikoto's like, all right, Mira, come here, I'll read your future and see where your dad is. And so Saiki's like, okay. Saiki just left, because he was not agreeing with Mikoto, sorry. And someone approaches Saiki, and this guy who's calling himself Mera's dad, he's like, oh, I'm Mera's dad, this and that, and he starts recounting his tale. However, Saiki is like, nope, I'm not listening to you. I'm just going to leave. But he tries to do that multiple times. Like, okay, obviously at the beginning, we see, we thought that, oh, this guy is the dad. But later on, we get to see that something else is going on. This part was a little bit confusing, but by the end of it, I was able to understand what's going on. So Saiki is obviously not having any of it. He's just leaving. Saiki kind of brings up the point that how should I know if you're Mera's dad or if you're some kind of a stalker and all that, he says. And he talks about how he has come to Japan to die because of the debt collectors and everything. That's why he never tried to contact with Mera and all that. And while all of this was happening, Chisato and Mera do another, oh no, what the hell am I saying? Chisato is Mera's name. Mera and Mikoto does the what do you call that, the fortune teller thing. They do that, the divination, yeah. And she just whacks the thing on the ground and breaks it. I guess that's how she divines stuff. And she sees the future, and she's like, okay, your dad is here, let's go. And they come out of the cafe. Later on, kind of tries to, she breaks the ball later on. At the beginning, she realized that your dad is there, came out of the cafe, and then she divined properly to see where the dad is. And so interesting. So that would mean that what she saw was the original dad, not this one, this fake one who's talking with Saiki, and the original one who's like in disguise and everything. Okay, now okay, so after that, Saiki is not listening anything to that man. He just leaves, and here this guy kind of like just clicks his tongue. While Mera, like and Mikoto, they're trying to find the original dad. So this guy who was talking with Saiki, he was a fake one. We realize here he's like part of the debt collectors. So he was trying to get to know Mera's location from Saiki so that he could kidnap her and I don't know, like put some pressure on the dad or something like that. He's trying to do, and that's what he was doing. So up until now, they kind of recount how they tried to multiple times kidnap Mera, but never was able to because Mera's vicious. She just bites everyone or something like that. God damn, that flashback scene. So yeah, now they're trying to get him again, her again, and like they're kind of using that car to go and trying to kidnap Mera, while Mera and Misato meets the dad, the original dad. Now Saiki stops them. Saiki probably realized from the beginning that this guy's a fake one, and stopped them. And I don't know what he did, but they got traumatized by something Saiki showed them or something like that. While Mera and they Mera's dad have like a conversation, and Mera's dad is like, no, like leave me alone. No, I shouldn't meet you because they'll try to get you. While Mera's like, why are you trying to do everything on your own? We are a family. We should talk this and that. And they're kind of having like that conversation when all these debt collectors come in and they're like, it's okay, you don't have to pay us back. Oh my God, I'm going to leave, and they just run away. I don't know what Saiki did, but it was very effective. And so nice, like in the end we see Mera and her dad is now, I'm guessing they're going to live together as a family again, even though nothing have changed. They still have money problems still. Like Mera said, if we're together we can probably do something. And here in the end, Mikoto kind of says that no, I was pretty confident that this was going to happen because this is the scene that I saw. In the end, where Mena and her dad was together. Like this is the scene that I saw in my divination. So I was pretty sure everything would have been fine. All right, the next one is, what's the name of this manga? Sai? No, just a sec. Sai, yeah. Sai. Silent Cyborg. And Psyche is reading all of that, and he talks about how something has changed, and how the whole tone of the manga has changed. It was everything. It was a lot different before. He liked it. He liked the way the story was presenting itself. The main character was like kind of stoic and everything, but he did his job. He did everything well. But from this point onwards, suddenly from 3 weeks ago, he changed, and Saki realized that something must have happened. Maybe the author changed, maybe what the editor changed or something like that. Something's going on, and he's not happy about it. And the sales have also dropped and all that. And this is like a lot of things that has been different from a few weeks. Like he has like this new catchphrase, like "oh," like he says that. And he's extremely passionate suddenly, like all these things, and he's just completely different. And his dad comes in, and his dad is like, oh, I'm the new editor now for the mangaka, and like from 3 weeks ago. And Saki's like, all right, so this is what's happening. And he's not at all happy. He's like, what the hell is going on? But the dad is in denial. He's like, oh, like, no, obviously not. I don't think the fall in number is because of me. I'm pretty sure the manga is going to do even better. And just deluding himself. And Saiki is like, no, this is not going to work out unless and until I myself go and see what's going on. So he uses astral projection and goes to the cafe where the dad and the mangaka is meeting. And yeah, we see the mangaka like meeting like a good story where like that scene where in the draft this guy, the cyborg guy, he saves the girl, and he's like, "Oh, can you stand?" The girl just slaps it away. She's like, "You're a cyborg, aren't you? Then you're no different than him. A cyborg killed my mom." And Saiki's like, "Okay, this is quite good, like this is how I expected it to be." But then comes the dad. He's like, "Oh, this is not supposed to happen." Like, the girl will be extremely, like, pleased and be like, "Oh, you saved me," like that type of thing. Like, where is this part? Let me read this part. Okay, the dad is like, "Isn't it an awful thing to say when he just saved her? What if she falls in love with the protagonist?" I love that. I feel like this is like a whole like a dig at a lot of harem animes, and like a lot of animes which like has the same thing of like, "Oh, you saved me," like you my lifesaver, and falls in love and all that, and it's just crap like that. There's a lot of shows like that happens, and I'm pretty sure there's a whole dig at that, and the show is just taking uh, like making a joke out of that, a whole thing like, "Oh, this whole trope of, I like you because you saved me," and all that stuff, that thing, and and the whole signature, like word, the toho, that thing, and that is giving all of these ideas to him, and the mangaka is like, "Oh, I think it's okay," but then in the end he's like, "All right, fine, I'll listen to you." Like he's like, he's just letting him say whatever he wants to, and there's so many things that he just makes a change, and he's just like, "Yeah, it's okay, I'll do it." So Saiki realizes what's going on. Saiki is like, "Yep, this is basically the reason why the manga has gone complete crap, and it's just terrible now." So interesting. So um I realize now. So yeah, like I'm guessing the editor also has some kind of a hand in whenever, like manga sometimes might have a hand, because I never realized that. Up until now I thought maybe, like when a story becomes bad, like in a manga, it's basically the mangaka. But this kind of shows that it's not only the mangaka, maybe the editor also sometimes have a hand in that. Maybe they are like, "Oh, this is not okay, you changed it into some other way, and maybe that was the wrong decision." Maybe the editor changes, maybe there was like one editor who, like used to do the stuff, help the mangaka out, and obviously that editor is an individual person. He has like a way of seeing things, and he used to tell and give advice to the mangaka to, "Oh, do it like this, do it like that." But then suddenly if he changes to someone else, obviously the story is going to change, because that person is a different person. He'll have like a different sort of way of seeing the things and writing the story, so he'll give different advice. So maybe that's sometimes like that, some stuff like that also happens. I never realized it, like this episode kind of made me realize something like that. Okay, now obviously Saiki takes the dad's form, and he comes in, and he probably gave him all the advice after that, that, "Oh, keep it as you want to, no need to listen to what I told you before," because he's in Saiki's dad's form. It's so funny, this part. After that, he reads later on, reads the manga, and everything's fine, like Saiki's having a great time with it, and the dad is like, "Oh, it was great, wasn't it?" And he's like calling the mangaka, and he's like, "Oh, it's amazing, keep your work on, do it like this." The ratings have also gone up. Okay, and so basically he didn't realize. So okay, so he says that it's all thanks to my advice that this happened. So as Saiki says, wait, doesn't he notice? So this is so weird. So wait, he told him to change the story, and didn't even realize that the story is not the way he told him to. So, oh my god, this Saiki's dad is crazy. So yeah, basically that. So he doesn't even remember what he told him. Like he's thinking that that's the advice he gave him. Wow. And in the end, there was like a little manga panel where it's written, "One foolish father's mistakes begets a humorous result. It is precisely because his family that chaos runs rampant." And in the end, Saiki does that whole thing. All right, now the next part is the Sakura's like the flower viewing episode section, and like everyone's like extremely hyped up, and they're like, oh, we're going to see, like, the flower. We are here at 6 a.m. Everything will be fine. We will get enough space. As they come here, they see everyone's just taken their places, and they're like, what the hell, we're here so early. But these people, there's some different type of people. There's like one person who came 2 days ago, and it's like some people I'm pretty sure came here like 1 week ago or something like that. Like, there's so many characters here. There's that one bodybuilder guy, that one like bookstore guy, and all that, and and they're like, wow, these guys are hardcore. And then they suddenly spot a spot. Yeah, spot a spot. And go there, try to sit there, but then this guy comes in. Okay, what's his name? Must no. Okay, this guy comes in and he's like, this is my spot. And he was like, oh, look over there, Matsumura, that's his name. In a stone, his name is written, and he's like, what the hell, like, I don't, I'm not going to take this. This is our place. And then he blackmails. He threatens them that they're going to take a dump over there. Oh my god. And then they leave. Oh god. And after that, like, they kind of go into, like, like the other place, and they sit down there, but the cherry blossoms are not being seen. It's a bad, like, situation. Like, there's no way this is like a proper flower theme. They're not even able to see the flowers properly. So at first they were like, all right, fine, you know what, let's think that this is a picnic. We have not come to flower view. We've come here for a picnic. Then everything will be fine. And he takes out, like, Kaido takes out the box, and he's like, oh, let's have some food. And there's Sakura Mochi there. And they're like, oh my god, this reminds me of, Sakura Mochi and Sakura. They're like, yeah, everything is reminding me of the flower viewing. And then just like that guy, that bookstore guy, is like singing so loudly. And the song that he's singing is Sakura Sakura, I think, something like that. And everything's like reminding them of Sakura. And in comes Teruhashi, and I'm like, yeah, Teruhashi's here, everything will be fine. As soon as he gets there, everyone will just leave and make way for her. So Teruhashi's like, oh, you guys are here, what a coincidence. Like, what are you doing? Can I join you guys? And they're like, yeah, definitely, come in. Like, and she is like, okay, let's go and see if there's some spot that has opened up or something. And this guy, this bodybuilder guy, he was like giving such a passionate speech, and she suddenly sees everyone looking at Teruhashi, and Teruhashi comes here, and Teruhashi is like, oh, like, this place, like, everything's packed, like, it's such a shame, but we won't be able to, like, we won't be able to sit here. And the bodybuilder guy, they're like, oh, here, this is enough space, sit down. And Terushi's like, wait, but you guys are standing. He's like, that's fine, we're doing our training, like our that's why we're standing. Oh my god. And then Terushi's like, okay, we have a spot, but it's still, like, like a little cramped. Like, maybe the spot next to that would have worked as well. It's Masu, that guy's spot. And he comes in and he's like, oh, it's fine, go ahead. And, like, like, everyone's like, wow, this is the ultimate spot claimer. But you know what happened? Everyone was crowding them so much because of Teruhashi that they're not able to see the flower at all. There you go. Okay, and then the final section, a preface to the final episode, it was called. And this part was extremely interesting because we get to know what the hell was going on up until, like, why was it class 2? Why was it repeating all the time? Like, yeah, like, so this is interesting. This is like an actual serious thing that's going on, like, that Saiki is trying to prevent, and that is the reason why he's been repeating this whole school year. So basically, like, they're talking about, like, the earthquakes and everything, and the dad is like, like, talking about how this is the end of the term. He'll become a third year from the next day. And like, I was like, okay, so they're going to, like, go to the next year from this point onwards. But then Saiki suddenly goes to, like, a abandoned spot and starts training. I'm like, all right, so he's training. I don't know why he's training, but he's training. So I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, I was really not understanding. I was like, what's the connection with training and the new school year? And why is he suddenly decided to train? So I never seen him train before like this. So later on, everything makes sense by the end. And like, he does a few training. I love the fact that the whole boulder training that he did, He's like, I was so confused. I was like, he was saying like, oh, this previous year it was like, lifting this was tough, but this year maybe I'll be able to do it. I was like, wait, lifting a boulder like that is tough for Saiki? I don't believe that. But then we realized what he was trying to say. He was trying to talk about the cockroaches underneath it. He was not talking about the weight of the boulder. He was like, oh, there was like so many bugs on the underneath. That was what was difficult about the situation. Oh boy. But yeah, he does this like solo training, just throws stuff and catches it himself and all that, and does like a dodging training, like all that things that he was doing, and then he restores himself back, and okay, so and then after that, you know what, let me go back to that part. There's a little montage over here where they kind of show us what happened. Okay, yeah, so this has been happening from season 1. I think so. Like there's been like we've been seeing so many New Year's and Christmas episode. It never occurred to me that there's some like crazy. Like it never occurred to me that it's like there's been like 2 or 3 Christmases in like 1 year, and I didn't even feel like something weird is going on. Like I'm like, oh, another Christmas episode, another Christmas episode. Like I didn't even realize that the school year is not changing. So he says that this world is in 1 year loop. This is the 4th time. And he talks about how he has used mind control to alter people's perception of time. Mind control only affects people, of course, time goes on with the seasons changing, but people don't find it strange no matter how many times they repeat the same year. My mind control cannot be undone when it's done, and it affects the entire world. It's a dangerous ability. So why would I do something like that? Here he tells us about the whole volcano thing. So basically what he's doing is, like, correct me if I'm wrong, he's in a dream he saw 4 years ago that the volcano is going to erupt and Japan's going to get destroyed. So from that point onwards, he's tried to stop the volcano, but he hasn't been able to because he's not strong enough. So he decided to revert the world back 1 year ago, obviously because the volcano won't erupt then, and brainwash everyone so they don't feel anything weird with the time. And he's been training to increase his power, and next year again he tries to stop it. Unsuccessful, reverse back time again trains. He's doing this up until the point when he'll be strong enough to actually contain the volcano. So he's going to continue doing this up until that happens. And since restoring everyone 1 year ago, they're not aging, neither are they aging, nor is the earth changing, because they're restoring back. And I'm guessing he himself is restoring himself as well, like otherwise he himself would get older. So that was interesting in the end. I was not expecting that. Like the whole, like the Japan being in actual danger and being a threat of actually everyone getting wiped out. That came out of the blue. I was not expecting that. But anyways, wow, that was an interesting twist. And yeah, so there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to episode number 13 of the Disastrous Life of Saiki K season 2. Like I said, only 1 episode today. From next week onwards, I'll be doing 2 episodes again, normally, like I usually do. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, that is it, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode, 2 more episodes of the Disastrous Life of Saiki K. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.